here we go. So I'm going to talk about my celibacy journey. So it's almost 12 months, one complete year, and my plan is to continue going after 12 months until I meet the right person. So I've been doing some of my research on other people, like celebrities that have been doing the celibacy journey. We know Maya, Omarion, and most importantly, Lenny Kravitz has been doing the celibacy journey, but he's been doing it for the longest. And he's a good looking man, and he's 62 years old, and he looks like he is 44. And it's amazing to me because that's kind of a sign right there to let you know everybody's just out here depleting their energy with other people, and the other person's taking their energy, like, and that's what's making you age super fast, in my opinion. Like, so I feel like the 5 years I've been single, I've kind of like reserve a lot of my energy and youthfulness because I didn't have the pressures of being in a relationship. So really, 5 years of me being single, I should have been 5 years of celibate, but I haven't, because there are times where I would go back to my baby's dad for whatever reason because I felt like it was just safer to just have sex with him. Or I think I slipped up maybe once or two times. No, not one or two times. Let me stop and keep it real. Several times. I mean, but last year probably I had like two guys I met. You know, um, that the year that I decided I was not gonna, I was gonna go on my celibacy journey, because I would always get to 4 and 5 months and mess up every time, and afterwards I was like, it wasn't worth it. I'm like, what? I didn't get nothing out of it. It doesn't physically didn't get nothing out of it. I just felt dirty afterwards. So I'm like, I'm not doing this with people that's not. It didn't make sense. 2 minutes, 1 minute, get the fuck out of here. It's just not worth it for me. Worth it for them, but not for me. So I'm like, I'm gonna be more selfish with my energy. Okay. So started December 24th of last year. So if I can, I'm gonna try to celebrate my celibacy every 12 months that I make it. I'm gonna celebrate for myself. So it's around Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas, so it's gonna be like I'm gonna treat myself, give myself stuff for every time I reach my 12th month mark. So it would be my 12th month mark on the 24th. So the 25th, I will celebrate for me, right? How do I feel? I feel like, of course they're gonna say clear, but you feel like there's nothing holding you down energetically. You don't feel like there's a weight over you. You don't feel irritated. You don't feel frustrated because there's no one else's demons on you. Only your demons. And even then, you're purging your demons away from you. The process makes you do that. You're not all over the place. You're more organized. Like physically, like internal dialogue, you're organized when your thought processes. Your home is more organized. You are more creative because it's in your sacral chakra, which is your creativity, your sexual energy, and your dantian, so your inner chi. You're more rooted, I would say. You're more magnetic, energetic, and more electrifying, I think. What else? I don't feel as tired. I don't feel like someone's pulling on me. I don't feel as hungry. I think that when you put anything in your body, and in your body, it makes you have those hunger cravings and stuff, like just eating nonstop. It's almost like I've detoxed from whatever was associated. You know what I mean? It's hard to say. It's hard to explain it, but if you've been through it, you will understand what I'm saying. It's like if you have boundaries with food, then you have boundaries with sex. It all comes together, because if you cheat on one piece of your diet, you somehow it correlates, it seems, with cheating with sexual activities, right? So I've learned, if you got the food you put in your mouth is similar to the people you bring into your life, because I noticed a pattern years ago. Whenever I would just start eating meat again and all the other stuff, I would let toxic people in my life. And when I was like, gotta cut this off, not gonna do this. And I don't do birth control. I think I tried birth control one year of my life, and I was like, this is stupid. I don't have a boyfriend. Why am I on birth control? That is dumb. And it's almost sad, because if you have casual sex, guys think and assume that you're on birth control just because. No one should be on birth control if you're not in a relationship. Birth control puts blood clots in your lungs and your body and do all fucked up shit. Has you gaining weight. It makes you look depleted, have you craving sugar like nobody's business. It is a real drug. I would never do that shit again. Okay, it doesn't make sense, you know. If you're gonna do something, do the copper IUD. But even then, there's risk with that, because I had one before. I was living it up, had to take it out because it was like pinching on something in my ovaries, you know. Another thing, there's no discharge. There's no vaginal discharge. There's no itching, irritation, frustration down there, because I'm not connected with somebody else's bacteria and germs. So I feel good. I feel clean. I feel free, you know. Like, that's like, no one talks about that. I don't have nobody to fight, fuss, and argue with. It feels good. I'm able to focus on me and my business and my dreams that I really want to accomplish. Because when men, what they do, they'll get you mentally pulled into them. They'll siphon your energy, even if you don't have sex with them, energetically, and pull on your energy so that they can manifest off of you. And I've learned not to do that. So I cut people and block people off, because that's my way of clearing energies. You see what I'm saying? I don't need you to stay in my energy and keep you on red and shit. I don't got time for that. You're either in my life or you're completely out. So like, just cutting people off feels liberating. It feels good. It feels free. And no drama. I don't have nobody in my mind to worry about, is this person cheating on me? Is this person gonna call me? Is this person thinking about? It feels so good. You know what I mean? I don't have games to play. I don't have to worry about some girl, man bothering me. This my man, girl. You know he cheating on me with Lucretia, and I don't got time for that shit. And just having my body to myself. You know, not feeling, because when you start having sex with somebody, it's like you become real emotional. Where the fuck does that come from? And I don't like that feeling, honestly. It's a lot of feelings that you feel when you start getting connected to someone. I don't like it, honestly. Like, I feel like I was in those relationships out of desperation in some kind of way, where I felt like I was way more needy with my marriages and stuff like that. Like, I felt like I needed them. And I don't feel like I need anybody anymore. You know, I'm whole. I'm put together. I'm single. I'm one single whole piece. You know, I don't feel like only thing I would like a man to do is manly stuff, like fix this, drive me around, do everything so I can go to sleep and not think. Really, you know, or just my job would be just to lay on my back, because I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to do nothing. So if I'm going to have a guy in my life, he has to do everything. If he can't do everything, we cannot be nothing. Okay, so I always think about that. I feel like I don't know, it's not a whole lot to say. I just feel clear. I feel cleansed. Almost like I've been on a fast from food. You know, when have you ever truly been on a 24-hour fast or a 2 or 3 day fast? You will know. You feel like once you reach that certain threshold of the fast, you feel like you no longer desire or craving that thing that you're trying to wean yourself off. And that's kind of like what this is. I'm just proud of myself that I made it to my 10th month. I'm on my 10th month. Next month will be month 11, and the 24th of next month will be 12. I gotta get to month 12, and I'm gonna be excited that I've made it that far, because the last time I made it to 8 months, okay, so I was 21. I was a virgin until I was 21. Then I had 2 boyfriends, and I was, I just went crazy. And I would go back and forth with my 2 boyfriends, right? For a good 2 years. And then I tried doing celibacy after that for 8 months, and I jumped on my friend, right? 8 months was the longest I could get. Since then, that was in 2011. After the 8 months, I was just always having sex all the time. It was just always in my face. And then when I became a stripper, it was just so many different types of men to take home, like muscle guy, hot guy, rich guy, short guy, sexy guy, another hot guy, another muscle guy, I was just trying different flavors. Okay? And I just got lost in the sauce or something. Like, I mean, just so many dudes. Just like, I felt like a celebrity who had access to all the girls, you know what I mean? And they're just like, that's how I was feeling. Like, I was like a dude. The strip club made my numbers go up. But back then there was guys who had money. It was just too many options. I had guys that would take me out, treat me, feed me, love me. They catered to me. They treated me like a queen, a princess. This Hungarian guy, he was pissed when I moved to Florida. He didn't want to look at me anymore. He was angry because I had found my ex-husband within a month and a half of moving to Florida. A month. Time used to move slower, so I don't know. But since then, I had been trying to go get on the celibacy fast, and I could never make it past 4 months. And then last year, I made it to 5 months, and then I would mess up. And then I think I dedicated 1 year to just only sleeping with my baby's dad, because I didn't want other people's energy around me. But then I found out that his energy is just as toxic and polluted too, because whenever I was with him, it would give him energy he would utilize the energy to use against me. Like it's like an energy vampire. Like, he would take that energy and it would make some good things happen for him. And I caught on to that. I was like, we're not doing that no more. Not only that, I started noticing prior where I had a sex partner. If the sex partner was kind and sweet towards me, good things would happen towards them. Now, if they had bad intentions towards me and negative attitude, they would get in car accidents, hit by stuff, deer would hit them, like weird shit, bad stuff would just happen to them. And I started wondering, because I kid you not, I started wondering, like, what the fuck is this? So I started just going in and meditating and thinking, I was like, I gotta pull my energy back, because guys had started thinking that I was putting roots on them and stuff, and I wasn't. But I'll never forget that one guy I slept with, and his whole life just took off like this, all because I slept with him. He even looked different the next time, but he listened to me, because I used to like do counseling stuff with him. He actually used to take my advice, and he used to listen to me. He was just getting out of divorce and stuff, and he was fighting with her all the time, and he finally broke. He actually did the stuff that set him free, but he started like feeling himself a little too much. And I'm like, hold up, this is my energy. Yank, take that shit. Yoink, take that shit back, right? And then I remember him trying to reach out to me, block, delete, because I'm not sharing this energy again, because people forget who's the source of a lot of this energy. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, because what they say, a lot of men can't manifest properly without women sometimes, depending on the guy. If you don't have a good balance of masculine and feminine energy. But I had taught that guy how to balance some masculine feminine energy, whether he's aware of it or not. But Yeah, cut that dude off. Because he disrespected me once. That's it. Because you done forgot. You don't take that energy back. And he tried to reach out, and I just never. I just cut him off permanently. But stuff like that, I've learned that you keep your energy to you. And I've learned that a lot of times people, even on through social media, people will try to tap into your energy. So imagine if you give them that sexually. Now, when I'm doing like my strip teases and stuff like that, they can't take my energy. You see what I'm saying? I got that shit on a certain block, and there's some shit I do. There's no way. So actually, it charges me up to do the strip teases, and that is it. You see what I'm saying? You can come near the door, and nothing else will happen. It is. I'm not going to say that, but because I'm not going to give you all the information, but it makes the celibacy journey more enjoyable because I can entertain all these men without doing anything with them. It feels good. That's all I can say. It does. It really does. And until I get what I want sexually, and until my body tells me you need to go after that person, that's your person or whatever, I'm not making no moves. Because the last time my body talked to me and told me someone was for me, it was my ex-boyfriend Matt. And it was like to the point where my body would shake and vibrate. Like, I haven't felt that since him. My body would shake and vibrate. You know you turned on by somebody when you're not doing nothing. And he was a little short Persian dude, like older guy, way older than me. And he was very sensual. And it's something that most men don't have is sensuality. Most men are not sensual motherfuckers. And I just loved that he was masculine but sensual, but a balance of femininity all in one. And that was rare. He was just a different person. He was so unique. He stood out, and it was just like probably the best sex I had in my life. He goes on the list of one of the best sexual partners I had in my life, honestly. It was a good 2.5 months because he did suffer from paranoid schizophrenia, and the paranoia and stuff was just getting too much, and it was making him do crazy stuff, like because of people and stuff. So even though I understood what he was going through, um, uh, you know, but the sex was really great. That's what tore our and his stinginess tore the relationship up. Other than that, it would have been pretty good. I wouldn't have gone anywhere. But that was the last time I had really good sex and a good encounter. But the vibration where you see someone every day, you see the person and your body's vibrating for them, like, I don't feel that anymore. And if I don't feel that connection with a person, I don't want it. So I feel like the more you withhold your sexual energy, your body will tell you and vibrate and let you know, go to this person. This is the person for you. You all will feel like magnets pulling towards each other. I know they say that karmics is feel like that and whatever. But as long as you screen a person, like blah, 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 but I'm definitely not doing nothing until I get a ring. It's funny because when I first met him, he gave me a ring right out the gate. You know what I mean? He was serious, but I rejected his ring because I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he tried to get me pregnant. But I would say that's the very last good love relationship I had and enjoyed, where I was happy, laughing, joking every single day, to the point where being in that relationship made me make more money whenever I went to work. You see what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was just a fun relationship, even though it lasted for a very short time. Because when people see two people together, they be trying to mess that shit up. And that's what was happening. And that's what made his behavior act crazy and stuff. But, yeah, if I could while on this journey, if I could find someone that made me feel like I see him, I want him. Like when I first met Matt, I seen him. I used to see him walking down the street all the time. God, I would like him. He looks good. And then we ended up having to go to the storm shelter because we lived in the same neighborhood. That's why I would see him walking down the street all the time, and didn't know that he lived literally across some trees from me. And like we could walk to each other's house. Once we got together, we would just walk to each other's house. And I see him at the storm shelter. I could not help but stop looking at him because to me he looked like a Marion mixed with Seguru, that guru guy, right? Like a combination of that. And that is one of my types. You either gotta have long hair or bald. That's it. And I remember just staring at him like, God, that's that dude. Oh my God, he looks so good. Like, and when your heart feel like something, like, I would just like to look at him. To me, he just had a good exotic look. He was Persian. And I'm like, and he saw me looking, and then he came over, and I couldn't get rid of him. And then the lady was like, I guess he left because he thought he was mad that he realized he couldn't take you home. But I mean, he kind of like scared me a little bit, but because he was a little too forward, but it was kind of like I was turned on but scared at the same time. But I was like, okay. But yeah, he was that. And then I seen him again because I didn't give him a chance then. Even he kept following me around. And then I see him one day again walking down the street, and I was like, get in my car. Like I want this guy. Like, but I don't meet or see men anywhere that I'd be looking like, that makes me want to stare at them, that makes me want to give energy, eye contact, and sexual energy to across the way, to make me call him to me, like use my strep protectors. I don't see or meet any guys that make me want to do that. Because everyone looks the same, sick, sad, depressed, angry, upset. You can tell when they got a lot of feminine and women energies attached to them and on them. I could just look. No one stands out. No one's unique. No one. And he was a special person. He was very unique. And like, the sex was great. I mean, phenomenal. Like healing. It was healing. It really was. And he was gentle. But even though there were some things that he probably should have gotten counseling for, you know, because some people have childhood traumas and stuff that can be a barrier in a relationship, you know, that's some of the things that I just couldn't, I don't want to deal with, because it's like, come on now, we've grown, we got to heal from this stuff. Get the help that you properly need, otherwise I can't deal with it. And that's why it ended. But other than that, within that time, it was good. So to me, I would continue to stay celibate until I find someone that makes me feel that magnetic attraction, that makes me want to look at him, make me want to see and get to know, like, oh, look at him. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that guy right there. Let me look at him. Let me call him over to me. Let me attract him to me. Until then, I will be staying celibate. I will. And they have to present me, and not a bubblegum machine ring, because I will go and get that shit tested so quick to a pawn shop and let them find out. Because he literally gave me a real ring that was worth something, because he took it to the pawn shop sometime after, and he was like, see, I was trying to give you this ring, it was real. I was like, okay. He's like, don't you feel stupid? No, I don't. I didn't want it. But yeah, I know you all are probably listening, like, let me see how I could prey upon her. If you don't look the part, and I don't feel that magnetic attraction to you physically in person, I'm not doing shit. And I have to enter into a relationship before I give it up. And I mean a serious relationship where there's constant communication. And I can tell when a person likes to communicate and when they don't. Y'all can't fake that shit with me. Because that is definitely one of my love languages, is communicating. If the conversation is terrible after you have sex, what is there? I gotta look at you, you're boring. I have a short attention span. My brain needs constant stimulation. So, which is why it's easy for me to entertain and occupy a man easier than they can occupy and entertain me, because I have all those elements that I'm looking for. I'm looking for also. So I want someone that can make me laugh, entertain me, be witty, know when to get me in check, and be sensual and all that stuff. And this is stuff that men should know how to do, and they don't know how to do. Y'all are men. You see what I'm saying? You know, I did run into one guy that I used to work with in the strip club. Like, he was married though, and then he had some other issues, and I'm like, come on, like, we had a good sexual attraction energy, like, you know. I was like, oh, I like him, I want him, right? And we did do something, like, before my celibacy journey ended, right? And what are the chances and odds? Anyway, we had did something for like 2 minutes, probably less than that. To me, it was like not worth it, right? Kind of like, you know, killed the vibe. But he is very manly, big and tall, make you feel comfortable. Like, oh, this man can protect me. He got big ass hands. He looks good. Like, he's sexy. You know what I mean? Like a lot of good energy. But when I see little bits of men trying to play games, you got to go. That shit is a turn off. Like, I'm a stripper, I know how to play them games too. So I think he caught that though. Like, I'm not the one. But all I simply asked for was just call on the phone. But then he started having problems with his phone. Like, if you broke, it's just not gonna work out. Like, get your shit together first. Like, we could have been something, but he didn't have no money. He didn't have no money, and he had other issues that he needed to deal with, along with hurrying up and getting disconnected from his marriage, because he was in the process of divorce or whatever. So all those things I don't want to be entangled with. So you got to get your life together before. I mean, my life is thorough, clean, and clear, and pure. If a person comes into my life today, there's no baby daddy to bother you. There's no ex-boyfriend to taunt you. There's no loud, bad, ghetto-ass kids, hood rat children around here to stress you out. Like, no, like, my life is peaceful. I don't have a boss that tell me what to do, that I gotta hurry up and leave and go to work. I am so free. I'm my own boss. I do what the fuck I want to do. I do tell myself what to do. So when I'm looking at a mate, I'm thinking I would like a man to have all these other elements. Listen, I study energy and feng shui. Why would this car pull right here in front of me? Y'all have to understand. These people do this to siphon your energy, whether they're aware of it or not. And watch, I bet if I move, he moves too. Like, why he gotta sit right in front of me? Like, why he do that? He wanna be seen? Like, I don't understand it. God damn. So, like I was fucking saying, it's raining with the sun out. It's been raining every day with the sun out, on and off. So, like I was saying, yeah, I'm not sharing my body with no one in the intimate way. I'm not kissing you. You're not touching me. You're not going there with me unless there's a real expensive ass ring on this finger right here, tested and all. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna go there and check it out. And honestly, I don't care about marriage. I've been married twice. I don't need it. I don't need the marriage. I just need a commitment. Okay? Because I've learned my lesson that when men get married, these motherfuckers change. And I'm sure in some cases, women change. To me, it's like whoever's the bad person or the weaker one, them motherfuckers change. And I don't got time for that. And then have to go through court and pay people to get out of a situation. No, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna keep the ring and walk away. Simple as that. I don't need to be to do that paperwork to get divorced, stress you out alone. I'm not doing that court shit again. Ain't nobody know I'm not doing that. So yeah, but I'm enjoying my celibacy journey, and until I find the one that is worthy of me giving myself to, this kitty cat is on lock. And it's sad that a lot of men out here just giving themselves freely to any type of woman casually. That means that you don't have any standards for yourself. You're letting garbage dump inside of you. And women can hold and manipulate a man's energy easier than a man can manipulate a woman's energy. Because when you can sense, when you can feel it when you sleep with them, that there is a woman in their energy, and you can feel it. If you're an intuitive woman like me, you can feel the other woman's energy. And a lot of times it's emotional, and the men act like and behave like the women that they're having sex with. Black men are infamous for it, because you talk to a black man, it's like talking to a woman, and whiny and I'm like, am I talking to a woman or a man? Like, he definitely has a woman in his energy, and I gotta get up at it. You know what I mean? No, I just learned my lesson. And if Lenny Kravitz can make it to, what is it, 9 years? Is it 9 or 10 years of celibacy? This motherfucker is like 61 years old. He looks 44. And he has so much energy. I want to be like that. I don't want a man that looks decrepit and depleted. You know what I mean? I think the last guy that attempted to talk to me, he looked worn out. He's supposed to be a spiritual healer. This motherfucker looked tired. Like he's dying. How are you a healer and you look fucked up like that? Because you're giving yourself to so many other women, and I can see it on your face. You can see it on people's face. When people work like dogs, don't have time for themselves, they don't know how to recoup and regenerate their energy. Work smarter, not harder. That's what my 5th grade teacher used to tell us. You work smarter, not harder. Think smart. Think smart. Life is supposed to be enjoyed. You're not supposed to just do all this. I want everything that I do to be intentional. Everything. From the partner I sit and talk to, I touch, to even the customers I interact with. I don't just get people who are just here to, you can't come to my place and just have that type of energy. You don't need to be my customer if you're going to be here and do that and do that and get the fuck on. Go down the street to some Boquisha girl. Don't come over here with that shit. I don't want nobody in my space. I don't want nobody just talking to me just for the hell of it. I don't want nobody just saying stupid shit. I just want to be your friend. I just know those people just want to siphon off your energy. You can't even stand close to me without me shutting that shit down. And I train my daughter, don't just let people in your space. You cannot get this close to me. You cannot get that close to me. I don't even let people just stare at me for free. You can't. I will stare at you back, wave at you, and be like, is there a reason why you're staring at me? I mean, I'm serious. This celibacy journey has made me into like a ruthless ass bitch in a good way. It makes me love myself more. I'm stingy with me. I'm stingy with my energy, with my conversations, with my thoughts, with my body, with my essence, with my advice, with my spiritual healing. I'm not even giving people Reiki anymore because they don't deserve it. When I see that a person needs and deserves it and they ask me genuinely to help them to heal, I would do that. I am the queen of transmuting energy. I am. whether you all want to admit it or not. Oh, she's arrogant. Oh, she thinks she's it. I don't give a fuck. Because I was giving that good, holy Jesus Christ, God energy away to people who wasn't appreciating it. Some needed it, and a lot of them still didn't appreciate it. And then I'm not giving it to nobody. You're going to pay a lot of money for my Reiki now on. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? Because I really be casting demons out of people. But that's all I want to say. So if you're out there and you're thinking about going on this celibacy journey, it helps if you change your diet. Change your diet along with that, and also going on fasts every now and then away from food every so often. I just had my tooth pulled out, so I have to eat something with the medicine and stuff. But and it kind of like got me off my perfect diet because I can't get food stuck in here, and I've had like vegetables stuck in there because that's what I eat a lot. I was like, oh God, I gotta go back to mashed potatoes, you know. But there is a correlation between what you eat, what you put in your body here in like orally, and what you put in your body sexually. There is a correlation. I really do believe that. But I think there's a science behind it where they say that the emotions that you feel, like if it's correlated with the cravings that you have. So if you're craving sugar, you want love. If you're craving cheese, you're feeling emotional. If you're craving crunchy foods, you're a little bit angry. If you're craving salty foods, you're feeling, I guess, salty. I don't know. But look it up. There's a real thing to it. So this video is getting long, 36 minutes. Let me get up off of here. But do yourself justice and just try it out.